Hey, this boy better not ever think he can beat me in this shit, boy. Beat me, shot it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
But I'm still maintaining.
Big stop, big stop, let's go.
We just wrestling game banging. Really dangerous.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Them the niggas that I came with. We just wrestling game banging.
This is Forte. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
56, right there, 56.
But I'm still maintaining.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 9 there on the dump off, but it's not enough. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
I'm flying. They ain't nothing to talk about.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got it. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 89 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Did a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Yeah, this what you want? Yeah. Stop playing me, boy. I'm big beside you.
He'll drop to throw.
We on that.
And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2
on third down conversions to start this thing. What the fuck, man? This shit crazy.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Man, come on with that bullshit, bro.
The 30, 10. It is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21 to zip.
Shut the fuck up. Beat them boys you don't want to beef with.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 3rd down, Peyton. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Nowhere to go that time. yard up to the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We all may trust me. Just believe that it's big something to you. Be prepared when that shit running to you.
Back. Check
3rd and 2, now Griffin. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. On the return, Hester. Oh, look at the juke. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
You set your fucking game up. How the hell you 2-0? You must be playing some bombs.
Now they try the right side here. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And to give this time to the tailback. Washington. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I got my head on steady going and I can't lose.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, well, they at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, and normally, you know me, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throws left
I
side,
ain't even
complete to
blocking
Brandon
this
Marshall.
nigga, bro.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the
Get the fuck
39.
out of here.
That'll set him back.
These I got them. I bet I catch this nigga with him. Cause in the street.
Let me see I do it, man. Let me see if you a P-baby.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Here we go. Go.
Back to throw here. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Reuben Foster, the former national champion in Alabama, gets in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
There's a 4-piece and he made 9, partner.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On your team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now Griffin, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
What do you do,
Bevo? There offensively, several on the sideline motioning.
Bevo.
Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A battle for it, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he didn't really track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Eddie Jackson with the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Here we go. Here we go. Here. Shit. Kill. Hey, check 24.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. 56. 56, right there, 56.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Man, this like some glitchy ass shit going on.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone.
I can't be
and the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Yeah. I can't do shit.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Keeps himself upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. He's going to go down again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Then when he runs,
I tell you,
bro,
Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
On second down, here's Griffin. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Them niggas is blocking, bro.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, what can I do? Shit. Just like when I was drunk on you, what could you do?
They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Take my lick
At some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we just
I just made it too, so yeah.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. And they're real excited to see the offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
That'll be taken in the end zone. A spin. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
This is crazy.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do, baby boy.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to it, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try the left side. Peyton. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Nigga won't even go down,
get
bro.
4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
See that shit?
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll leave the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
That nigga lineman moved from one spot to a motherfucking whole nother.
Now it's Griffin. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That nigga stupid. He talking about you got it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, Peyton. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Look what that made my nigga do, boy.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
You got tape. He's checking. Crash. Watch the safety creep. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, that's Chris Porter's or something, I think. Porter, whatever.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Caught on late. I know that
the Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll run it now out of the gun. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need to put
nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green go.
Oh, the nigga just running through my motherfucking play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
25, check 25.
Look at this. Do y'all see this, bro? He putting, bro.
Why the fuck didn't they freeze you?
Bro. Do y'all see this, bro?
Bebo, man, why they didn't freeze you, man?
This nigga was
the Redskins on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Why they didn't freeze you, though, Bebo?
I don't know.
From the gun, it's Griffin. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
Good.